Hey, we are live and we got another episode and a returning guest. My one of my guys, FIFA streamers from the East Coast, that's also an Arsenal fan, and he's back with us once again. Ejroll, how's it going?
Going good, man. Thank you for having me back. It's honored. Recurring guest. I like that. I like the sound of
I know, I
it.
really do appreciate you coming back. And I know you're coming off watching the US Canada game.
Yes,
So
sir.
so how was that? How was it watching the game?
Yeah, it was a good game. Gold Cup, so US didn't feel the strongest of teams, but yeah, it's a fun watch. I like supporting the US and then Matt Turner in goal, Arsenal player. So I like supporting the boys when they're on international duty. Emil Smith Rowe just winning the under 21 Euros.
Mhm.
So it's fun to see Matt Turner clutch up in penalties and yeah, just US rolling on to the semifinal against Panama. So
Ooh,
always fun,
Panama.
always fun. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And that game was 2-2 and it went to pens, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
2 goals in regular time, two in extra time, and then penalty shootout.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay. Nice. Nice. So, who's on the other side of the semis of the Gold Cup?
It is Mexico and I want to say El Salvador, but I'm not 100% sure on the other one. But
Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
most likely Mexico is going to come out of the other side, and it's going to be the classic USA versus Mexico, just like it was in the Nation League like a couple of weeks back. So, oh, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
Dude, they play each other so much.
I
It's
know.
ridiculous.
I was talking about that with my friend. It's just like it doesn't take away from it because they're always like big rivalry games, but it's like
Yeah.
you play each other so many times in these games. It's like it does drag a little bit, but oh, it's always fun. It's good
Right.
rivalry. So
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Mm.
Okay. Who do you have winning it? You have the US winning it, the Gold Cup?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, we still have a strong squad, like a lot of European players and highly talented MLS guys. So I think we got the squad to get it done. Matt Turner in goal. I feel like that gives us an edge. He's pretty good. So I'd back us. Mexico would be the test in the final. I think we should get through Panama. So I think we'll get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
then this
it
would actually tie it up. It would put us and Mexico level on 8 gold cups all time. So that'd be a big one to win.
is that the most prestigious cup in NA?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say the
Okay.
Gold Cup. I mean, it's not in terms of like European trophies, it doesn't hold the same weight, of course. But
Right.
I mean, for us over here, that's probably about as big as it gets. And that's like they had Qatar in this year's tournament from
Okay.
Qatar. They're in the Asian League,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but they allowed them to come here because they wanted to like increase competition and like obviously
Yeah.
the Asian League, their level of competition is similar to like CONCACAF. It's like it's not the highest standard, like so they want to try to combine and just get like more eyeballs basically on the game by bringing in different regions. So I like the idea of it, and I think it goes over well for the most part. So
I see. So is Qatar the only Asian country that or
yeah,
team that came over?
yeah. So they were the only one to come over. They had them in the Gold Cup as well in 2021.
Okay.
Um, so they've done it in the past with a few other teams, not all too much, but that's something that they want to kind of like introduce to try to rival like the Euros. I feel like I don't know for sure if that's like their overall goal, but like it seems like something that they would want for
Mm-hmm.
more revenue and viewership and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, how are the streams for you? How have the streams been lately?
it's been good. I mean, I'm still enjoying FIFA. They've given
Okay.
me enough content, so because I've been streaming really only FIFA. I've been thinking about getting on Only Up.
Only
Everyone's
up.
been playing
Okay.
Only Up,
Uh-huh.
but I haven't tried it. I've watched people play it, haven't tried it. But overall, the stream's been good, man. Everyone's been great. Support's always good from the FIFA community. So I got no complaints.
That's good, man. That's good to
Yeah.
hear. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got Richard in the chat. What's up, Richard? Appreciate you coming through.
Richard. What up, man?
Yeah, so how has the growth been lately? Do you keep up the same schedule as you have in the past?
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, I try to, get on right around content, slightly after content sometimes. And that's been my thing. And then, get off and try to finish editing up at night, stuff like that. Sometimes a cheeky little late night stream if you're feeling you got the energy, but yeah, just try to remain semi consistent and yeah, just try to provide that steady rhythm, not
Mm-hmm.
break the pattern. Otherwise, it's you fall off a little bit, and then you gotta bring it back together. But yeah, for the most part, it's not too bad. Just same old time.
Yeah, that's good. And what about the growth aspect? Has there been any changes?
I think it's gotten a little better. Like overall, I think I'm slight. It's like it's such a grind. It's like a steady, slight, super, slow trajectory. But I think with TikTok, that certainly helps me out. And yeah, just inching closer to that 75 for the partner on Twitch. But kick is looking pretty tempting to try and switch over there and see what we can do
Mm-hmm.
growth wise on that platform, because I'm honestly it's just like that split over there is it's crazy. So um, but yeah, the growth of these streams have been really good, I'd say, for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. So
Mm-hmm.
the TikTok
Yeah.
streams are crazy. It's just like trying to get a conversion over to Twitch, which is the thing you got to try to figure out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
We got Pranay in the house. He has a question for EJ. We'll wait for his
Ooh.
question to pop up and then I'll ask.
All right,
Um,
cool.
but that's good, man. I'm glad that you're still at it. You're growing. I have noticed a couple other streamers just trying out Kick and
Mhm.
streaming on there. What makes you wanna maybe test that water over there?
I mean, it's really. I mean, looked at like the interface. It's like the same sort of platform. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think they even paid to have some sort of like the framework of that Twitch has and incorporate into theirs. But then, I mean, it's the 95/5 split. I mean, it's just I get that the platform needs to take a cut of your money. Like they're providing a service to you for you to be able to go live in the platform that they have. But I mean, 95/5, that's a lot. And if you spend a lot of time streaming and your viewers are giving you something, like a company is like taking half of that, that just it doesn't feel right sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's just and then what they implemented recently with like the partner split of like 70/30, but you have to have 350 subscribers not gifted along with there was another stipulation about it, but it was only like worth a year, and you had to have that again the next year. It's just like a bunch of just hoopla. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the word. Like it's just like I don't know. And Kick is doing a good job of marketing themselves as like an alternative, and,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people are enjoying it over there. So I feel
Okay.
like it's worth a go. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's not like
Uh-huh.
you have anyone like we have exclusive contracts with Twitch, so it doesn't
Okay.
hurt to try something new. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, I'll follow that question. I'll follow up on that a little bit later, but I'll let Renee answer or ask his question, which is
Yeah.
since you're being a big Arsenal fan, do you see yourself doing content with Arsenal?
Ooh, that'd be awesome to get to do some form of content like with Arsenal themselves as an organization. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
crazy. But even just like Arsenal related content, I've thought about like I've done a watch along before, and it's just tough because you get so into the games, and I'm always watching on a delay, so you don't want to get anyone to spoil the game in chat. That's like a tough thing of doing watch alongs. But yeah, I would like to do like Arsenal related content. I
Mm-hmm.
think it would be good. Um, I just dedicate more of the time towards FIFA, but I feel like I'm so passionate about Arsenal, so uh, I could see myself doing that in the future. And I feel like that would be a good pathway to maybe getting some form of like professional relationship, which we've seen other streamers do. Like
Right.
This is FG. He's partnered up with Man City now, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, I know Chai Casey. She had a partnership with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of streamers who are intertwining themselves with professional clubs, and I mean, obviously Arsenal would be sick, but yeah, any team that'd be pretty sweet to be affiliated with. So yeah,
Yeah,
Arsenal content overall would be awesome.
that would be awesome. Yeah, that'd be great for
Yeah,
you, knowing that
yeah.
you're a huge Arsenal fan, and it
Hmm.
would be cool for Arsenal to have a cool content creator like yourself.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure. That's a long ways away, but it's cool to dream about it though, right?
Yeah, it's cool to dream about. Hey, you never know, man. It could
True,
happen.
true.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Oh,
They need to reach
what?
that American audience, so get the
Hmm.
American.
Yeah, you could represent, yeah, the NA or the
Yeah,
US.
yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts about Arsenal's, past season?
Past season it was like such highs and then such a low. But like you can't be too low because we had such a good season. But it is devastating to come up short. Like the whole time you're saying to yourself, we're gonna win, but you never know because City's there. But we're looking so good. Like it's just these moments keep having the Reece Nelson goal in the 97th minute, and you're like, it's just meant to be. It's meant to be. We're gonna win it this year, and then you have a slip up, you have a few injuries, and Saliba going down was just catastrophic for us. That was like just the straw that broke the camel's back. We just collapsed defensively. I feel like after that, and it was tough to watch because you know what you're gonna see on social media, and you just gotta like try to ignore it or
Hmm.
or try to find a way to fire back. But uh, overall, it was a good season. Obviously, by what we're doing in the transfer window, a lot of people could tell that like wasn't an accident, and what Arteta and Edu got going on behind the scenes is working. So I'm excited, even though it was disappointing. I'm excited for where it's leading us. So yeah.
I feel like their performance exceeded people's expectations, right?
100%. Like I remember before the season started, a lot of people didn't have us finishing top four, and I thought the addition of Jesus was so massive because the year prior we just had Lacazette out there. He was playing so many minutes for us, and Ketia was getting a little bit of game time, but it was Lacazette, and he wasn't playing very well. We had the whole Aubameyang thing, and it wasn't going. We needed a striker. Him coming in was huge, and Chanko like transformed it. And I went down to Orlando to see them in the preseason, and we beat Orlando City, and then it was really really good game against Chelsea. And I know it was preseason, but it was like the starting 11. I think we ended up starting for the first Premier League game, and I was just like, that team looks really really good. I saw us making top four, so that was good to be right on. But yeah, it's just good to see the progress. It's really
Hmm.
it's fun. It's fun because we've been down for a while, and I'm happy to be back in the Champions League. I can't wait to hear that Champions League music. It's gonna be
Mm.
music to my ears.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Man, what do you think of Man City winning it? What do you think of their season?
Ah, man, it's tough. It's tough not to be too salty. You know what I mean? Like, they're an amazing team. Pep Guardiola is one of the greatest managers I think of all time when it's all said and done. So, I mean, the fact that we pushed them as long as we did, you kind of have to, tip the hat.
Yeah.
They got a machine up top, a literal robot. This guy just scores goals for fun. One of the best midfielders in De Bruyne. Rodri was very, very impressive. I think he's top class. I think he's really, really, really good. He just like transforms John Stones from a center back into a world class CDM. It's like they can just do crazy things. They're so deep, and
Hmm.
I mean, you just got to respect it. I mean, Liverpool has experienced it more times than us, so if anything, I sympathize with Liverpool fans a little bit, just because.
Hmm.
I mean, what are you gonna when they're just winning? I think they won like 14 of their last 15 games or something. they went on a crazy winning run, and
Yeah.
we would have had to been like almost perfect, and it's tough to do for a young team. So,
Yeah.
but we did good.
What do you predict? Do you think for Arsenal they're gonna win the Prem next year?
It's tough to say. Like, I think Declan Rice, Urian Timber, and Havertz, that adds a lot. It adds a lot, and it. I think with if we can main, it's so hard to say that because if Saliba goes down again, then you're running into the same problems, and you hope to have a little bit more depth by bringing in players in the transfer market, but uh, you just never know. Any season can be just turned upside down with one injury. So
Yeah.
I'd say we definitely should be up there and challenging them. I mean, after
Okay.
last season, I want to be in the running at least.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe make a quarterfinal, semifinal run in the Champions League and
Mm.
be competitive in the league. That'd make me happy.
Okay. Got it.
Mhm.
So when does season start again for Prem?
Think it's the end of August. I want to say end of
End of
August.
August. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah. Because
right.
I'm going. Our preseason starts real soon. I'm going to see Arsenal United here in New York on the 21st. I think it is 21st or 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get to see him here and then see what they got. Hopefully, another good pre. I think preseason is huge. Like to build up the momentum, just the confidence, like the team togetherness. Like I genuinely feel like that after like Arteta coming in, he's like all these different things that he does. Like the togetherness of a team really gets you a long way and can buy you a few extra points. I feel like when things aren't going right, like we came from losing positions to salvage some points last year. And I feel like when it's down and you can like kind of like lean on your teammates. I feel like that helps in
Mm-hmm.
certain spots. So um, yeah, that's why preseason just nail that preseason.
Mm-hmm. What's the ticket prices looking like for that game that you're going to?
I had to pay like 200 for like nosebleed seat. It was
Really?
I
200.
yeah, I think it was
Jeez.
because it is in New York. It's
Mm-hmm.
Manchester, Arsenal, like two of the
Yeah.
like more popular teams. And in New York is just ridiculous prices every time I go there. It's just crazy. So I think that's what it was mostly, but
Yeah.
I had to go. Washington, I was gonna go to the one in Washington,
Mm-hmm.
um, but the tickets were even more ridiculous because it was MLS All Stars versus Arsenal. Those tickets
Mm-hmm.
were like 400.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Even for preseason, it's crazy. I think they're more than what because I know a few Arsenal fans and just like people who have Premier League season tickets or go to games, and I feel like the preseason tickets here, or at least for those two games, I didn't pay this much last year, but
Mm-hmm.
or 2 years ago, but they're more expensive here than they are in England. We're paying
Mm-hmm.
more for a preseason game. It's kind
Mm-hmm.
of crazy, but I
Yeah.
think it's the rarity of them coming here.
Yeah. For sure. Jeez.
Yeah,
Man, I'd love to catch a preseason game. That'd be kind of cool,
yeah,
but
it's
it
it's
sounds pretty expensive.
it is.
Yeah.
It's like I want to go, and I like to go at least try to go to one if they do come here because they don't always come here. We have
Mm-hmm.
in like recent years, but for a while we were going to like I think we went to Japan. We went to the Philippines. We'd go all over. Um, so it's never a guarantee. So I like to catch them while I can. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So Pranay's saying Saudi League is gonna be crazy on EAFC.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
The Saudi League. Oh man, I have a lot of thoughts on the Saudi League. Saudi League is going to be really good. Honestly, they're getting a lot of players, so like you can get some unique links. And I hope EA just like change the chem a little bit for next year, so to make it
Mm.
a little bit easier. But
Mm-hmm.
seriously, they're just signing up everybody. It's like I don't know if you heard what Live Golf did with the PGA, and there's another golf uh company that like combined, but they paid a bunch of money to sign on with the PGA and do
Right.
events and stuff. So basically,
Yeah.
they they threw a big chunk of money at the
Yeah.
PGA and stuff, and they're doing the same thing here in football or soccer. Um, I think they kind of want to, they want to take over and fair play. I mean, I think people have complaints maybe because like the human rights stuff, like I get it, but when it comes to like straight up the people who are talking about money, when the brass tacks of it, like the Premier League can go and spend more money than the Italian league, the French league, and uh, so the Premier has been buying players with money for a while. Now Saudi Arabia is just doing the same exact thing. They're just offering contracts that other teams just can't do. Like they just, it's ridiculous amounts of money. And Conte is getting 100 million for 2 seasons. I think Ronaldo's contract was
Jeez.
upwards of $1 billion. Like it's like crazy money. I haven't looked too much into contracts, but I know they're getting a good chunk of change.
Yeah, it's an absurd amount of money that they have and they're spending on all the players. Like those
Yeah,
guys have like they're on the top of the list of like sports athlete contracts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Those guys are getting paid big time. I mean, but then if you look in American sports, I mean, there are some big NBA contracts as well. So the money does fly. I think they're getting like max deals. I think of like 55 mil per year or 60 mil
Right,
per
right. That's
year.
true. Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty comparable, but you just haven't seen that type of money in soccer or football.
Right.
It's like it's a lot of money. It's a lot, and
Right.
the other teams aren't paying that. Then
Yeah.
again, like NBA teams, they're made up of what 15 players or so. So
Mhm.
squad they're a little bigger, and so to pay that much for one player is quite a bit. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I don't know if they're gonna be taking over, especially if a lot of these guys who are like Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves went there. He got a big chunk of change, and he's only 28, just entering his prime, right? I believe 29. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and even in the Prem it's like the teams that are really paying are the ones that are run by the Saudis, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I guess I can't talk though because Arsenal has spent 200 million. So like that's what I mean. It's how am I to talk about the Saudi league when like Arsenal's spending 200 million? Like
Mhm.
uh, I can't say anything. I mean, shoot, we might have spent more than some of the Saudi teams, but the wages, that's where the wages are way higher there compared to what they are here in the Prem.
Mhm.
But 200 million, I can't argue with that. 105 on one player. So
Jeez.
no other league but the Saudi league would probably be able to pay that fee. So,
Mhm.
or unless it was like Barca or Madrid.
Mhm. Yeah.
Bayern doesn't typically splurge out the cash. I mean, I guess PSG would definitely they can splash some money. So, but other than that, it's like yeah, and then those teams, a lot of them are now Newcastle and the United takeover.
Mhm.
Um, they're going to be able to spend. So
Yeah.
yeah, should be interesting when they are able to take over more teams and see what they're doing. I mean, Saudi Arabians also have like a partial ownership in Chelsea, and you've seen a few Chelsea players taking deals in Saudi
Mm.
Arabia. So like that's where it's kind of like I don't know if there is really rules around that. It's kind of like a gray area. So
Mhm.
they're like selling players to Saudi Arabia, getting fees, good fees, and taking wages off the book that you know the Saudi Arabian clubs are happy to pay, and there's no like restrictions. I don't think there. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we'll know more and how this is all going to play out. But we
Mhm.
need some time. It's just still like early. So
Pranay saying because in Saudi it's government funded, which he
yeah,
considers cheating.
yeah. Well,
That's
that's was the big
yeah.
talk of them buying Newcastle. Was that like a country is buying Newcastle?
Mm.
That's what a lot of people are saying. So
Mm.
I get it. Like yeah, it's just weird. It's weird because they have the league and it's just I don't know. I really don't I don't know enough to make like a like good educated assessment of what is exactly going on, but
Yeah.
they're splashing big money. They want to, in some form, control a good chunk of the sport. Like they want to.
Mm,
It's almost like they want to make uh the Middle East like a hub of sport. Like I
mm,
know they recently invested. I can't remember which country it was. Um, in a big esports gaming arena, massive, and like streaming platform, like for live tournaments, and so they're investing heavily in that type of stuff. I mean, they just got money to blow over there. I mean, they're building a line city. You seen that?
I have
This,
not seen that. No.
like they're currently constructing like just a city which is like I don't know how I don't think it's too wide, but it's just gonna be lines and it's gonna be sided with like a mirror. It's you'd have to look it up.
Oh,
It's just called The Line. It's a project that they recently started. It's supposed to take years and years and years, maybe
that's
like
in
decades to complete. But
Saudi Arabia, or is
here,
it
let
a
me see.
different Middle East
I
country?
know it's in the Middle East.
Okay.
Um, I believe it is in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, The Line, Saudi Arabia. It's a linear smart city under construction in Saudi Arabia, which is designed to have no cars, streets, or carbon emissions.
Whoa.
So, yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty crazy. It'll only be 200 meters wide,
Mm.
but 170 kilometers long, which is yeah, it's just it's
That's
it's
it's weird.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
hmm But they just got money to test stuff out, so they're gonna do it.
I guess,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Pernay was also saying that the owner of the Denver Nuggets is also owns Arsenal. Did you
Yep.
know that?
Stan Kroenke. Yeah, he
Grunke?
owns the Denver Nuggets. He owns the LA Rams. He owns the Colorado Rapids and the Colorado Avalanche. So he bases a lot of it in there in Colorado. And
Oh.
then he's got the Rams, which he just took from St. Louis to LA. So he's been getting some stick from fans of from all sides, but a lot of his teams have been really successful. So they won
Mm.
the championship with the Nuggets. LA
Right.
Rams won the Super Bowl in 22, I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
or 21, 22. Um, and I think the Rapids also won the title not too long ago. So I
Oh,
think our
okay.
Arsenal's
Arsenal's
up next. We're
they're up
up
next.
next.
Okay,
We're like
okay.
we're like the last Infinity Stone that he needs to complete the gauntlet. So that's hopeful. All of us Arsenal fans like Kroenke's the good luck charm now. Even though
So
we didn't like him not too long ago, he's coming around on us.
so 2024 Champions League title, Prem title.
I mean that at least one that would be
At
great.
least one of them, right?
Yeah, at least one, at least one. That'd be pretty
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah, that's wow. That's interesting. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So promising for Arsenal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you believe in that type of stuff, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we're up next.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
let's switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit about FIFA. So you said you like FIFA currently.
yeah.
What is it you like about it? Do you have any thoughts about this level up promo?
Well, I will say the level up promo I'm not a big fan of. So that's
Okay.
been a hit for me. That's been a
Okay.
hit. I mean, up until then, I enjoyed Shapeshifters. I felt like the content was pretty good. I didn't mind playing the cups during the week. New way that they're doing seasons with the XP. You got to complete a little bit here and there. It gives you a little bit to do, daily logins, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, the level up promo just isn't it. In
Mm-hmm.
July, I got to play 25 games to unlock an upgraded card, and the best cards are pretty much unobtainable. Like
Mm-hmm.
every promo, I feel like in July it's supposed to be more accessible. I remember Summer Heat. I think that was 2 years back, maybe three tops, and that was one of the best promos, and it was very similar in how you could upgrade the cards, and it was a
Mm-hmm.
lot
Mm-hmm.
simpler, and just felt like they kind of out of touch. Like, no, we don't want to spend. We got all these cool cards now. We packed a bunch of cards, and now if I get this De Bruyne card, which I mean, not a lot of people are gonna get, but even still, even like let's say Sterling, for example, um, you got to play with six England players, including Sterling, so five England players, and You got to assist. I think it's assist with Sterling in 25 separate games or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in July we don't. I don't know. I just feel like we don't want to do that. We just want to chill and casually play. And if you got to do a little bit here and there, like I get that, but that makes it so you can't do more than one at a time. So if you're trying to get a few of the top ones done, you're looking at 100 games of FIFA strictly dedicated with a specific squad. Which when people are playing super sweaty, you're doing it in champs or rivals. Like the games get stressful. It gets annoying. You get pissed off. Like no one wants to get pissed off playing the game, but when
Yeah.
you're trying to grind so many games, it'll get to you. This game
Yeah.
just is like designed to get to you. So yeah, not a big fan of level up.
Okay. Yeah, it does seem too time consuming, especially at this point of the year. It's like, do you really want to spend hours and hours grinding for some of these cards?
Yeah,
Mm, yeah. I know for
yeah, it
me, I
just
don't
doesn't make
have time
sense.
for that.
No, no, it's
Yeah.
like it's just very strange, very strange.
Do any of your viewers have like KDB?
I believe someone packed Renato, not KDB. So the other
Okay.
the other big one, but I haven't seen any KDBs. I've seen an Enzo Fernandez, no Timo Werner, but none of the big ones besides Renato.
Yeah, I was about to say you could just ask him to co-op with you.
They patched it. I believe they
Oh,
patched it.
you can't do that?
Yeah, they patched it pretty quickly.
What?
I think like within 12 hours they patched that because that's what everyone was saying. Like let's co-op, let's co-op. But yeah, I think they took it out. Unless I'm wrong, but I've seen and people have told me that you can't do that any longer.
If you kept that, then the content wouldn't be as bad.
And then what a cool thing. Play with your friend, get it done. Like,
Yeah.
get your people on the game. But nah, no.
Oh, they just had to be like that, huh?
Yeah, they had to patch it.
Oh, yeah. Then
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you have a lot of coins, you trade a lot or spend money on the game, then maybe get that KDB and do it. But
I know, and I don't really trade like that. Like I'm not
yeah,
gonna have I think he's still upwards of like like 13 or 14 mil.
really,
Yes.
jeez,
So I mean like he's just it's
bro.
a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, yeah, it's a joke. Have you pulled any of the level up cards?
I completed seasons on all three of my accounts. I had an 85 by 25, 84 by 30, a ton of fodder packs, ton of stuff. And I think I only got Fakir, Vlahovic, and like Pacho or something like that.
Okay.
It was just, oh man, I'm like, how? Oh, it can be rough.
You're playing on three accounts?
Not anymore. Not I retired
Okay.
one. I retired. I've
Okay,
been
okay.
doing two this weekend. I think it's the first weekend where I might not even. I'll take a break from weekend league just because the rewards have been kind of stale.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just like they need to revamp rewards. They did it like a month back. Like they changed it up a bit. I think after team of the season had ended. I can't remember. I feel like it's been a month now, maybe 3 weeks. But I think they need to up it again because the
Hmm.
rewards are just not hitting like they
Mm.
were.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Jeez, I don't even know how you have time to play two accounts. Or even three.
And three was crazy. I would just like speed run the last account. I would get one done on Friday night. I would do another one Saturday, most of it at least on Saturday. And then get the quick one done Sunday night when everyone quits. It makes it nice and easy. So got to get the
Yeah.
content, even though rewards are always so bad. So it'd
Uh-huh.
be funny because I spent all this time playing weekend league and I wouldn't even use the clips from the rewards because my rewards were so bad. I was like, damn, the value for time on this is really bad, really really bad.
Jeez, these days I don't even
Yeah,
have time to finish one weekend league. I don't even play like the full 20.
yeah. Oh man,
Jeez, I don't even know how you do that, man. How do you even play like 3 weekend leagues?
It's not bad. When you get in a rhythm, it's not bad. Like if you're
Yeah.
playing good, like yeah, I'll have a few games. I'll have a few games that, like really grind my gears or something. But for the most part, you just get it done. You just get it
Hmm.
done. You suck it up, get it done. Rage a little bit, take out some frustration from the week, and just
Hmm.
get pissed off,
Yeah.
get pissed off at the game a bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, just just grind it. Hang out
Yeah.
with the boys on
Hmm.
the stream and get the games done.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. So we got a couple new people in the chat. Carlos, Billy, Prime,
Hey, hey,
and
hey.
Glizzy. Seems to be
Hey,
your guys, I'm
hey,
assuming.
that's some guys. Yeah, I know those
Okay, okay,
guys. I know those
okay.
guys.
We appreciate you guys being here, man.
How you doing, lads? How you doing?
So, do you have any thoughts on EAFC? Do you have any knowledge of the game so far?
Yeah, I haven't looked honestly too much into. I've been enjoying FIFA so much, so I haven't had time to look forward to
Wow,
EAFC.
okay,
But no,
okay.
a little sarcasm. But no, I try not to look too much into it because I feel like I know so much can change by the time it comes out. So no, I'll look more towards like the end of August, early September. That's I feel like when you start to get like the real leaks behind the game and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah, that's when I'll be doing the deep dives, watching the YouTube vids,
Okay.
and seeing what's new, seeing if I have to be mad before the game even comes out.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Is there any change that you would want? I know you mentioned the chem earlier, the
Yep.
chemistry of the squads, but
Hmm.
do you have like one big suggestion that or change that you would like?
I would say chemistry, and then making it more rewarding to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like like I said, I play a lot. I grind the game. I mean, these guys are trading and they're making tons and tons of coins. I mean, they're spending a lot of time on the menu. You know, they make a lot of coins by trading, and I get that. That's what they're dedicating their time to, trading. They make a lot of coins trading. I mean, I put a lot of my time into playing the game. I would love to get compensated hourly, similar to what they can do flipping a card and making 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a different concept, but of the game. But it's just like, I mean, shoot, if I'm playing hours on end, spending my weekend playing the game, I want a good return for it. I want some
Yeah.
coins so I can, do some SVCs, get some content. Um, so yeah, I would say, make it a little bit more grindable to play the game and get some stuff out of it. And not making the requirements, tough, like leveled up. Like just give me
Mm-hmm.
if I'm grinding, if I'm playing, I'm on here, I'm locked in on your game, spending my weekend playing your game instead of going out, you know what I mean, hanging out with
Mm-hmm.
friends, or we're all sitting here and we're chilling, ripping some FIFA. Just let it give us a little bit better of a compensation. That's it. And then chemistry, yeah, that'd be my number two. I think
Okay.
they do need to change it a bit. So they did some good things, but I just feel like it's not perfect system yet.
Okay. Got it. If you were to change one thing about the chemistry, what would you change?
I'd say big one is icons. They nuked icons this year. Like
Mm.
you only have nation chem on icons, and it gets a +2 boost on nation, which is it's cool. It's cool. I don't mind it for the whole squad. It doesn't have to be like how we had links in the past, like next to the players or anything. Um, but I think they should give some overall boost to them because I like icons. I do a lot of icon picks, icon packs. I love doing those. Those are like some of
Mm-hmm.
my favorite cards. I think a lot of people love the icons. Um, so like make them more valuable to have in your team. Like they 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 can weigh you down. Like if you got that Petr Cech card that came out, like he gives +2 to the Czech Republic. I mean, who's using Czech Republic cards? Nobody.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense. He offers nothing chem wise. It's a dead spot in your team. So I would make them a little better and just make it like back in the past. You'd have a hard link like trying to think of some duo like this. Bukayo Saka and Ben White down the right side. England and they play for Arsenal. In years past, that right mid right back link would be a hard link because they were same nation, same team, same league. So that'd be automatic 10 chem. Now, if you have that same situation, that'll get you like one chem point or two chem points, I think. Yeah, that'll
Mm-hmm.
be two chem for each player. And you still have to pile in additional players.
Yeah.
It's just a little too like strict in a way, I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
based on just didn't like they didn't develop it or think it through, I think, as good as they should have. They just made it a little too tough. They did
Okay.
adjust it. I think it was even harder when the game came out. They
I
took away
see.
a block
Okay.
of chem for the second one.
Okay.
So they did shorten it, but I think they just need to shorten it a little bit just to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Even now, I still don't really get the whole chemistry thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. I get it now, but it's just it's overthought. I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
you really, so it's like players to get to level one, you gotta have two of the same team, and then you gotta have two again to get to two, and then another one to get to five, like the max three.
Mm.
Then you'd have the league boost by then, so you'd be fine. It's just, yeah, it's a little overcomplicated, I feel like.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
So, so you mentioned playing. Are you actually playing other games other than FIFA? I know you're considering Only Up.
yeah. I'm gonna play Only Up soon for
Okay, you gotta
sure.
play that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
That's
it out. I gotta test my
that's
luck.
that's the trending game right now, right?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun too. You see a lot of fun clips. So, um, I'll probably try that out. But I play a lot of like Apex, Rocket League when I'm not
Oh, okay.
streaming. Like that's what I'll play for fun if I'm just chilling, playing with a friend or something. I usually play that. It's a nice little relaxing game. Just chill out and yeah.
Do you ever play it on stream? Apex and Rocket
No,
League? No?
not really. I have
Okay.
played Apex like here and there, Rocket League here and there, but I usually just play FIFA. I did a
Okay.
little Among Us on stream, not like maybe like a month ago,
Okay.
but I usually just play FIFA. That's usually my
Okay.
main thing.
Yeah,
Among
for
Us was
sure.
fun though. We played with a lot of viewers and stuff, so
Uh-huh.
that was good.
Yeah,
Fun playing with all of them.
for sure. Nice, nice. So, I are you still watching the shows with Wilson?
Oh yeah, yep,
Okay.
yep. Yeah,
Okay.
we're
What are
doing
you guys watching
Succession.
these?
Yeah, Succession right
Okay.
now. Uh, we just did Happy Gilmore for a movie review. Wilson has never seen Happy Gilmore.
Oh. Oh wow, he's never seen that?
No, dude, I was walking through with Wilson like so many of these like, because I'm like 5 years older than him, so like we're
Okay.
a little bit of a different, like in terms of like what we watched growing up. And there's like a lot of like classic movies like Dodgeball,
Yeah.
a lot of like just the old classic funny movies that
Mhm.
he hadn't seen. So uh yeah, we can do we're gonna do a bunch of those movies, and we're doing Succession, a lot of the Marvel stuff that comes out, Secret Invasion right
Mm.
now. So but yeah, we're still doing those. Those are a ton of fun. I love watching reaction content. So uh it's fun to like do your own channel, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
What'd you think of Ted Lasso, the third season?
Mm. I loved it, but it is sad that it appears it's over. I mean, they have left the door open for a return, but yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was a good ending, fitting ending for all the characters. Even though it sucks, but yeah, I was happy with what they did.
Oh, so most likely that's the final one.
Yeah, so basically Sudeikis and then I'm blanking on his name, but Coach Beard, they thought of the show together, and this was like the arc that they had planned the entire time. But I mean, I think the show is so popular. I wish they would just, just break out of it and let like continue on. I know a lot of the actors were like out and saying after the show ended, after the finale, like, we want to keep going. We love working with each other. Like a lot of the
Mm.
the cast have been like good friends now. But that's like what they had planned, and I respect that. If that's like
Mm.
your creative, that's your vision, and they executed it, and everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Uh, but at the same time, I kind of want to see, I kind of want to see it come back. And at the end, in the final episode, Ted was reading a book called How to Change Your Mind. So maybe he'll change his mind and come back. But
Okay.
even if Jason Sudeikis, I know he might not want to do Ted anymore, but even if the cast just decides to come back, I would be pretty happy with that. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe they could do a spin-off off that of the
Mm,
show.
yep.
Yeah. You know, I've
Yeah.
still yet to watch the third season. I watched the first two and I
Wait,
haven't got
what?
yeah, I haven't watched the
Oh my
third season
gosh,
yet.
I didn't know that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I'm glad I didn't say anything too spoil. I didn't say anything. I did you
Yeah,
well,
you didn't
you
say
know it was
anything.
ending. You didn't know that, but I didn't say anything about the last season. So
Yeah. Okay.
specific. That did I? I don't think I did.
No,
Did
no,
I?
you didn't. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you didn't
yeah.
say anything.
All
But
right, good.
no, I'm looking forward to
Yeah, you'll
watching
enjoy
it
it.
whenever I get the chance.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've just been so busy. I haven't
Have
had a
you?
chance to watch too
What
many
you been up
shows.
to?
In terms of shows or just
Yeah, no, just like yeah, what's been going
oh,
on?
just working. I'm just
Yeah,
working a
working,
lot.
working
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah, I just got hired at a new company and just started. So
Hmm.
it's been kind of a transitional period and it's been taking a lot of my time and um got some work with the real estate too. So there's a lot going on actually.
Yeah.
I'm
So
like
you're still finding time to stream with
yeah,
all that?
I'm barely managing to get some streams in. I just play during the weekend just for weekend league.
Hmm.
But even that's like kind of tough as I've already told you, I only play like 5 games a week in league and
Yeah,
I
now you
gotta
gotta try to
like
squeeze
speed
in.
run. Yeah, yeah, I gotta speed run through it. So
Yeah.
I'm not really streaming throughout the week, just weekends, like maybe 3 days out of the week. I'll try. Um, I haven't done a podcast in a while, but I did have someone on. I did have Buck Army on
Oh
recently, and
yeah.
I have
Yep.
you,
Yeah,
so
I
that's
saw
kind
the
of
Buck.
nice.
How'd the Buck Army podcast go? He's a
Oh,
good
that was
dude.
cool. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you watch the streams?
Yeah, yeah, I've been over
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, I've raided over there, and he's raided over here.
Oh,
So
nice,
yeah,
nice.
he's a cool dude. I like Buck.
He is.
I've
Yeah.
been a fan of like I before I started streaming, like I knew about Buck. So it was cool because he was had that deal with Facebook for a while, and
Right.
then he came back over to Twitch. So it was like just cool because you don't really I never go on Facebook, so I don't see a lot of
Mm,
guys that are over on Facebook. Um, so it's cool to see him, back and just it's just like a big name that I remember when I was big into watching FIFA content. It's one of those like cornerstone guys, like streamers. So that must have been really cool.
right, right. Yeah, it was awesome. I'm glad I got a chance to do that with him, and yeah, he's been around the block for a long time.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He was
yeah.
big, like late night. He was the late night guy. I mean, Bugs has came on the scene and absolutely killed it. Hectic,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
You're right.
he's been amazing. But that was Buck was, he was smashing it before he left, and now he's trying to regain his traction over here on Twitch. He's doing a great job because he's just a good dude,
Right, right.
solid
Yeah,
streamer.
yeah. We kind of talked about that. We kind of talked about his time at Facebook and trying to make the transition back. It was kind of
Mhm.
interesting what he was talking about, like the whole Facebook deals and
Yeah,
like the larger streamers that were over there for a period of time, but then they just went back to other platforms.
yeah. Facebook. I don't know if Facebook executed as well.
Yeah,
Almost like a mixer type situation.
right.
They wanted to invest heavily in it, but they didn't really have a well thought out plan.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where someone like Kick is actually doing a good job of like
Mm-hmm.
dumping a lot of money, but they're keeping their name out there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're they're keeping their name in the loop. Like you don't hear a ton about Rumble or Facebook. YouTube is here, but I mean, other than Kick, YouTube, and Twitch, like those are I'd say big three right now.
Mm. Got it. Yeah, I wonder about like the kick split, how they could sustain. how they'll be able to financially sustain themselves with only taking 5%.
Yeah, I feel like it's because they don't. I mean, the gambling portion of it, I think that's huge. I mean, they're owned by Stake, so
Oh, I see.
stakes. They're pretty big. They're pretty well off money
Mm-hmm.
wise, so they
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have an issue.
Okay.
I don't believe
Mm-hmm.
so. Based on everything I've seen, that's what they have said. They're
Yeah.
pretty confident they'll be able to sustain that.
Yeah.
Something they'll never take away. And if that's what they're saying, like it's fair play. Like because that Jake Lucky guy, I don't know if you know Jake Lucky on Twitter, but he does like news for a lot of like the streamers and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And he did a interview with the Twitch CEO and then one with
Mm-hmm.
the Kick CEO. And I'm pretty sure that was one of the things that the Kick CEO had said is that is something that the 95.5 will never be taken away. And they're in fair play to Kick. They've also implemented stuff to like make it so you just toggle on something
Mm-hmm.
and it instantly like takes away all gambling streams, like hot tub streams, stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, so like a lot of people were like worried about the term like the the TOS and stuff over there compared to
Yeah.
Twitch. But I feel like they are, trying to make it more open for a lot of people who may have had
Yeah.
problems with it. So
Yeah, I guess time will tell how well they do. It's pretty interesting to see another
mhm.
competitor in the streaming platform business. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see how it plays
100%.
out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. If you go to Kick, let me know how it goes.
Yeah, no, I will. I will. I know a few people have gone over there and they've said, they liked it. Like Decampion, Decamp.
You
Um,
can't. Okay. Yeah. Uh huh.
he's been over there for a while now. Like he's been streaming over there and he's been doing his thing. He said he enjoys it there. I know
Hmm.
Plute's been doing it. Hectic has been streaming over there as well.
Oh. Okay.
That's basically what I would do. I'd probably just do like you do like your packs, your content time stream, and then end the stream. Maybe get some dinner and then hop back on and do some gameplay or something late at night on Kick.
Oh.
Just do
Okay.
one here, one there, and
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong if you don't have exclusive contracts. It's just like
Yeah.
you just stream here. I know Hectic does YouTube stream, Twitch stream, Kick stream. Like if you got an audience on each platform, then go for it.
He does it all at the same time.
Not at the same time, but
Okay.
he will do different like streams on different platforms. Like
I see.
sometimes the content he'll be on YouTube for like an hour, just do some of the like content packs that come out for the day.
Yeah.
Um, and then he'll switch over to Twitch at night, sometimes
Hmm.
Kick, or
Yeah.
sometimes Kick earlier in the morning, or yeah, earlier in the day. So yeah, he switches up.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Could be food for thought for me. Maybe something I could consider doing.
yeah, and it's just a
Yeah.
way to gradually move your audience over. Like
Yeah.
especially if you do it instantaneously, like
Hmm.
you open some packs on share plays and then you're like, all right, well I'm gonna start playing my champs games. And this is what I thought about for Twitch. I mean, usually your numbers are higher when you're opening packs. Like my
Hmm.
numbers are always higher when I'm doing share plays and stuff like that,
Yeah.
versus gameplay. People prefer to watch packs compared to gameplay, I guess. um Same with like TikTok. I mean, I'll average like anywhere from 200 to like 700 while I'm doing packs. But once you start doing gameplay, you go down to like 100 to 200 or something like that over there. Uh, so yeah, it's just like get a good way to get a mix of the people switching over. Um, yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. For sure. So for you, I mean, at this point of your streaming career, I mean, first off, how long has it been since you've been streaming?
Almost 3 years.
3 years now. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now at almost at the 3 year mark, I mean, do you have any other goals that you want to achieve
With
with
streaming,
yeah.
I want to make it like full time. Like
Okay.
I feel like with what they've done with the creator fund on the creativity program beta on TikTok, that will help me out a ton. Um, they're starting to pay more similarly. to YouTube, like in terms of their monetization. So at least they're getting there. It's not quite at YouTube's level, but that's a good extra chunk of money every month. You know, if you can get those TikToks banging, uh, over a minute long. You just have to have the first 5 seconds. The viewer has to watch the first 5 seconds, and that counts as a qualified view.
Hmm.
So good hook in the beginning. You know, you get a million view video that's over a minute, and you get roughly like $500. I think it is now
Okay.
500, 600. So, um, yeah, just just trying to make it full time, make it sustainable, uh, would be sweet.
So what do you have to see for you to make that jump of you committing full time?
Um, just enough like you can start just saving, you know what I mean? Like where you're not just like going week month to month and not knowing. Like, you
Oh, I
gotta at least
see.
feel it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like that jump. Is that what you mean? Like in terms of money wise, like
Okay.
I have to feel confident that you can really, do it and you're confident in yourself to make the content every month and be
Yeah.
consistent with it to like, because it's all on you. It's not, you're not relying on anybody but yourself.
Right.
You have to like motivate yourself to get this stuff done. So yeah, I'd say that's it. Once I can demonstrate I can do and make this much every month, like over and over, and that's what I've been trying to do. Like I'd say I really started going hard in the streaming, in the last FIFA,
Okay.
a little bit into last FIFA, and then started cruising. This FIFA has probably been the FIFA I've played the most out of
Hmm.
any FIFA. Um, and I've noticed I've noticed a difference for sure. So uh, just staying committed to the grind and
Yeah.
keep it going. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So for you personally, if you have some money set aside, enough money, and also you're making a certain amount from content
mhm.
creating, then
Yeah,
maybe you'll make that jump, make that
yeah,
full-time commitment.
yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely,
Got it.
100%.
Got it.
I'm already like I definitely like I was doing some stuff in like refrigeration work and selling restaurant equipment and stuff like
Hmm.
that, and I've definitely cut back a lot of time doing that,
Okay.
and spent a lot more like editing and streaming and devoting a lot more of my time and energy to
Yeah.
that, and I've noticed a difference for sure. And just trying to learn and get better at, the little things, editing wise, I've been learning Premiere Pro and, picking up on skills there, picking up on time management skills. Like you can always get better with your time management, like stuff
For
like
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's been good. It's been good. And I feel like I'm still learning. So it's cool.
Has that been paying off for you, that adjustment? Spending more time on the content creating side?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Um, yeah, that's something I want to do more. Like even streaming, like if I stream for when I get on, I don't like to do it, a short stream. I like I stay on for 5 6 hours, and
Mm.
then you get off of a stream and you've been literally just talking for 6 7 hours, whatever it
Hmm.
may be. You kind of just want to like chill out and decompress, and then it's like you got to
Right.
lock in for an editing session, and then it's I'm doing TikToks, I'm putting in my captions, I'm learning this, and then I got to do a YouTube video as well. So it's like it's tough, and I almost want to like make you cut back on streaming. But now
Hmm.
like I love everybody that comes into streams every day. So you feel like you want to have a stream every day, and it's like
Yeah.
it's tough to find the time to do everything that you want to do, and
Right.
then you got to then throw 3 weekend leagues on top of it. You got you got no time on the weekend, so
Jeez. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. You definitely have to make some sacrifices
And then
for sure.
working on top of it, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, then that just makes it even harder. So
No, you're definitely grinding, man. Definitely putting in the work, which is
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotta
Uh.
try.
Yeah. Pranay saying there's a huge Arsenal online community now, something that you should tap into. I don't know if that's something you're already aware of.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's something I'm definitely not taking advantage. Twitter
Okay.
is like somewhere I could definitely grow a little bit more in like terms
Okay.
of like just throwing my opinions out there and getting more involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I think that's like one of the most like underutilized place when it comes to streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can really build like a community on Twitter that will want to watch your streams. Like, just like being, being funny, throwing out a joke, throwing out a meme, just little
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, it's something I don't, and in fact, time factors into it. But it's just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Because I mean, I was on Arsenal fan TV, like I did that when I was in Orlando. So
Mm-hmm.
that was fun. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely, something to be capitalized upon, because the Arsenal fan base is just massive. Like I said, I mean, I'm paying $200 to go for a preseason game in the
Mm-hmm.
300 levels. So it's like there's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people who are, very passionate about Arsenal. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He's mentioning you could host a Twitter space.
Oh, the Twitter space for Arsenal. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I've listened to a few of those. Those are Twitter's doing a good job of like putting themselves out there social media
Mm.
platform wise. So, like, they're doing some like innovative and creative stuff, like with Elon and like even content. Like, he was telling Mr. Beast to like post his videos on there, and they're going to be paying similar monetization levels to YouTube. I think,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I think that's
So,
something Elon is thinking long term.
making Twitter a video platform.
Yeah, they've like definitely. I don't know if like when you watch Twitter videos now, like you can see a video on your timeline
Mm-hmm.
that you like, you click into it, and then you can just swipe like TikTok,
Yeah.
and it's almost like TikTok. It's pretty much the same thing, except you just
I
don't have the
see.
interface like it is TikTok. But so he's definitely thought about content being something, and it makes sense. I think Twitter is a place where a lot of people like to go to get content.
Yeah.
So uh yeah, that's another door. But like Twitter Spaces, I've seen a lot of fans of other teams doing them, along with I've seen some Arsenal ones as well. That's a good place to do. Just like talk post game. It's actually a really good idea. I should
So
do that for the upcoming season.
so it's kind of like a audio like group session where some people talk and just people could join in. Is that what it
Yeah. So
is?
yep. So basically, you host this session, and anyone can come in and listen, and anyone can come in and like request to talk, and then you either approve or disapprove. You bring someone on, and then you can like take them off, and yeah, it's just like a like community building. You know what I mean? Like a fan forum in a way, like just everyone sharing their opinions and thoughts about what happened with the game and all that type of stuff.
Mm.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's interesting. It's
Yeah.
something definitely to think about doing. I mean, you've
Yeah.
seen people who, if you spend the time on anything, I feel like you can make it work.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah. So you've seen people doing similar stuff. So that's a good
Right.
idea.
Right.
Really good idea.
For sure. For sure. Good suggestion, Pranay.
Yeah.
Appreciate with that
Got
input.
me thinking.
Well, anyways, man, it's been over an hour. I think it's a good time
Cool.
to end it here.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I do appreciate you coming on for the second time, and I do wish you all the success, man. I hope you continue to grow, keep on grinding,
Thank
and
you.
maybe one day you'll be a full-timer and
Yes, sir.
also get collabs with Arsenal.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
that'll be
I
dope.
appreciate it. Same to you, man. I appreciate you having me back on. It's always a pleasure. I enjoy talking to you. Such a nice guy to talk to. And
Yeah,
sorry for being
likewise.
late. I apologize.
No, it's all
I
good. No worries.
apologize.
No worries. Hopefully I could get
With the
my 11
USA, man.
wins.
Oh, I know. I hope so. I hope it's not too bad. I hope you get a lot of free wins. You deserve
I hope
it.
so. All right. Well, I appreciate it. And for everybody else, actually, for people that don't know you, where could they find you? Little
um,
plug.
EJ Roll on everything. EJ
Okay.
Roll, pretty much. That's about.
Okay. There's no
I
underscore.
think
Is
I.
there underscore on anything?
No underscore on everything. I think I have underscore on Twitter and Instagram,
Okay.
but for the most part, I'll pop up with EJ Roll. So, yep.
Cool. We'll leave
Mm-hmm.
the links in the description below so you guys can check them out. But thank you guys for coming through,